Good morning, everyone. I'm Sara Sach, and welcome to our live video podcast. Now, I flashed you a picture there at the beginning of the video about our giveaway. I thought it would be fun to give you a little hint. So it's April. Yesterday was April Fool's Day, and I'll have to be honest with you, I detest April Fool's Day jokes. I just cannot stand them unless they're super funny and happy ones. Okay? Or you know, ones I played on my own grandkids. Because I like doing that. I mean, they're 16, 14, and almost 12. And so it's super fun. They're a great age to play silly jokes on. Okay? So my clip is hurting my head today. I don't know what's going on with it. So anyway, I guess I'm tender. I got a tender head. So anyway, in case you don't know, today is the first Monday in April. It's Tuesday. Today, let's do a take two. Take two. Today is the first Tuesday in April. And in case you don't know, the first Tuesday of each month, we announce what our monthly giveaway is. And if you were watching at the beginning, I flashed a picture of it. And we'll talk about that in just a second, okay? The first thing I want to say is we do try to have a live video every Tuesday, 10:30 Central Time, right here on my YouTube channel, Sara Sach Crochet Designs. Now, our Tuesday live video is called Coffee and Crochet with Sara. All right, just like our Friday video is called Friday Fun. So someone contacted me and told me that somebody else was using my Coffee and Crochet with Sara on Facebook. I need to get it copyrighted, but what they didn't realize was that was our group on Facebook. So if you want to find the Facebook group where you can post pictures and things like that, it's Coffee and Crochet with Sara group on Facebook. And we started that. It used to be a long time ago, a different group, and I changed the name because I wanted you all to have a place to post pictures of your crochet items. We can't do that on YouTube. You know, there's no place to do a screenshot or a picture here on YouTube for you to see, you know, each other's work. And so if you want to post a picture, whether it's my pattern or somebody else's, just go to the Coffee and Crochet with Sara, just like the sign says, group on Facebook. You will have to answer all 3 questions to get in the group. We have to make sure you're not a robot or a spammer, okay? Because we don't let robots or spammers in the group. Alrighty, now before we do announce what the giveaway is, I'm going to give people a little bit of time to get in here, but I wanted to do a shout out. I forgot about this particular lady, and I got some messages this week with some suggestions for shout outs, because I told y'all, give me some shout out suggestions. And so I shouted this lady out probably 4 or 5 years ago. I really like her. She just does, like, I think it's a monthly or bi-monthly video. Not very often, but her YouTube channel is called Shell Crochet. CHELLESHELL Crochet. She's a really sweet lady, and she doesn't do videos on tutorials or anything like that. She just talks about the things that she's working on, her works in progress, and things like that. But I really like her. She's a really sweet lady. And she has lots of great ideas and things that I think you'd really enjoy. And so her name is Shell, and her YouTube page or YouTube channel is Shell Crochet. Okay, I forgot about her, and it was really interesting that someone mentioned her to me, because you know, if you don't post a bunch, it doesn't get seen a bunch. You know what I'm saying? And so it's kind of nice. She is trying to get monetized. For some reason, she hasn't yet, I don't think. But she might have by now. Okay, but anyway, that doesn't matter. Just go check her out and tell her I sent you to Shell Crochet. And I'll try to remember to put her link underneath the video so you can find that as well. Okay? Alrighty. Well, it looks like we got a good number in here. So my table again is totally filled with a ton of stuff. But before I tell you about our giveaway, we need to clink in. Clinkety, clink, clink, clink. And guess what? I found the Twix sugar-free creamer. It's a funny story. I have gone to every grocery store around. And this last Friday, I had my granddaughter Zoe with me, and we were picking up things for our Friday night Easter celebration with our family. And so, because we did our whole family on Friday night, that way they could go and do their own things on Easter Day. Okay, so we're in Crest, and if you don't know what Crest is, it's a great store. It is as huge as a Walmart, only it doesn't have a whole lot of extra stuff like clothes or dishes or blankets or any of that stuff. It's just a grocery store. It's huge. Okay, if you're looking for a certain food or type of food, they're going to have it there. Anyway, so I told her, I said, let's go and see if we can find that Twix one more time. So we're looking through all the area where all of the sugar-free creamers are and all the regular creamers. And, you know, there's oat creamer. I mean, there are like a gazillion kind of creamers in there. I had no idea. Okay, so, and then I opened the door, and they have this little ledge. Well, she stepped up to see the next height, and then right above her head, and she's tall, by the way, almost as tall as me, right above her head were 2 big slots of Twix sugar-free creamer. I was so excited. When you can't have sugar and you can't eat a Twix bar or any other kind of candy, it is super nice to be able to find it. I heard about it from a friend. I could not find it, and actually I think my son-in-law told me. I could not find it anywhere. I tried Walmart's. I mean, any store around. I think we have a Homeland, and I can't remember what all the other stores I went in. Every time I drove past a grocery store, I ran in to check. Never found it. Crest had it. Okay. Now, you can order it online, but I'm a little weird about ordering things that have to stay cold online. I think that's kind of weird. It's just me. But anyway, I was super happy that I found it. It's so interesting because when you drink it, you can actually taste the cookie in the Twix bar. That isn't even there, actually. It's just all flavors. But it's a nice treat, you know? Okay, that was our clinkety clink clink. And I'm going to move my coaster, or my mug rug, and my drink out of the way because, remember, I am clumsy. I might be a little clumsy, too. My granddaughter always says, now, Oma, you know you're clumsy. Slow down. I forgot the way she said that. Okay, let's click over to the other camera. Now, my table is just full of stuff. And so I kind of spread this so that you could see it. Now, I'm going to give the winner for the April giveaway one of our canvas bags. It's a nice heavy-duty bag that says Coffee and Crochet with Sara. It's got the heart with the crochet hook and the coffee cup on it. And it's a really nice size bag. You can see it's got the flat bottom here. And I'm going to give this exact one away and this kit. Now, a few weeks ago, probably a month or so ago, I told you about these kits from High Crochet. All right, and this is one of the ones they sent that I could give away. All right, and let me show you what all comes in it. It has the stuffing and this little bubble. And what this bubble does is, see the nose on here? It does like this. Now, you can put it in or not. It's totally up to you, but they're super fun. Okay, so what else do you get in here? Instructions. And everything that you need. You get all the yarn. This is a glue stick if you want to hot glue some of your pieces on. You can do it either way. Okay, your needle. You even get your crochet hook, 2.0 millimeter, and then you get stitch markers, eyes, and you can make it into a keychain. And it just gives you everything that you need to make this adorable bubble bee. And yes, we said that right. It is a bubble bee, not a bumblebee. Made with love by High Crochet. This is an intermediate pattern. Now, I gave the other one to a little girl in my church. I told you all about that last week. She's learning to crochet, and she just loves it. And so I thought, I'm just going to give that to her. She's 11. And she came up to me Wednesday night after the church service and told me that I was her new best friend. So I thought that was pretty cool. She's just a real sweet girl. Her parents are both super sweet too. So anywho, that is our giveaway for April. The Bubble Bee kit with all of that stuff. And don't worry, I'll stick it all back in here. And the Coffee and Crochet with Sara Bag. Now, those of you who haven't watched me before, you're probably wondering, how do I get involved? Well, it's really super easy. All you have to do is comment, and all of you that have already commented are already in the giveaway. You've already entered. So all you have to do is comment, and I always tell people, just comment, I want that prize, or I want that giveaway, or I want that bumblebee. And so what we do, you have 2 weeks. 2 weeks from today on Tuesday, not Monday, Tuesday. I will put all those names in that Google random generator. And then when the name pops up, I just check to make sure that you've not won in the last year, or so. And then I announce it on that live video live. Okay, so make sure you watch. But yes, you have to comment on this video. It can't be, you aren't entered if you comment on the next ones or any of the older ones. It's just this particular video, okay? I don't know why this is considered an intermediate one. I don't know why, because you can see it's pretty much just basic single crochets, but it might just be because of the construction of it. So anyway, that's our giveaway. I'm going to put everything back in here because I need to go back over to that other camera. So here goes the stuffing and all the yarn. The squeaker, crochet hook, glue stick, all the fixins. Don't forget your needle. And by the way, this is a nice quality crochet hook. It's got that rubber handle on there. Really nice. Okay. Don't forget the instructions of how to get the pattern. All right, I'm going to stick it in the bag and set it over to the side, okay? All righty. Now, I do want to tell you about our yarn of the week. So I'm going to take a second here and stick it over here. And I crocheted a little bit with it so you could see how it's going to look. All right, so let's go back over here. This is the Premier Basic Mosaic. This particular color is called Bouquet. And I went ahead and stitched it up a little bit. This is a triple corner to corner block stitch that I did just so you can see how it works. How it works up, I should say. And I got 3 of them here because I'm going to make something with this later for a tutorial. But I want to pull it up on my iPad so you can see the other colors because they are so beautiful. All right, let me get in here. There we go. Here's my iPad. This is the one here. Okay, we have this color. Let's see if it brings it up bigger. There you go. All right, then this is called Prism. Then we have Cuddle. Then we have Grapevine, which I really like this one. It's really different. You can't see the purple in there, but it is really pretty. Okay, and then this one is another one of my favorites. Look at that. That's called Sea. Isn't that beautiful? And then this last one, which is blacks and whites, all modeled. Isn't that gorgeous? That's called Zebra. All right, so it's $3.99. That is super cheap, okay? So it has those 6 colors. I'm going to get this out of the way now. And on each skein, you're getting 4.23 ounces, which is 120 grams, 216 yards, 100% acrylic, and it suggests that you use a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook, which is what I did use on this, okay? Isn't that gorgeous? I'm going to tell you, this is so soft. I was really surprised. I was thinking it was going to be a little rougher than it is, but it is so soft. They only have the 6 colors. Maybe they'll come out with more. This is a relatively new yarn. It's not brand new, but it is relatively new. And I ordered it in specifically because I have shawl that I made a few years ago. The yarn that I made it out of is no longer available. So I thought it would be a good time to update it. Oh, there's Aiden, my grandson. He says, how are you, Oma? Or how you doing, Oma? I'm doing great, Aiden. Thanks for popping in. Wait a minute. Aren't you supposed to be at school? Aiden, you didn't skip school, did you? Anyway, that's my grandson. Anyway, this yarn is absolutely gorgeous. It's not a variegated. It's really hard to explain what it is exactly, other than it's just twisted colors. Isn't that beautiful? But I thought it was really hard to see exactly what it would look like unless I stitched up something so that you could see it. Isn't that beautiful? $3.99 a skein, and again, you're getting 4.23 ounces, which is 216 yards. That's a lot of yarn for $3.99. And remember, if it's the first time that you've ever ordered through my affiliate link, which is down in the notes under this video, the first time you've ever ordered through my premier affiliate link, you get 10% off your order. Okay, and if you order $75 worth, of course, you get free shipping. And what I do is I just wait until I need certain ones, and then I order enough to cover so that I get free shipping. My husband says I don't order enough yarn because I don't have enough write-offs, so I guess I should order more yarn. But I saw this, and I just absolutely fell in love with this particular color. Again, this one is called Bouquet, and it's got lights and darks and pastels, and it's just so beautiful. Okay, so that's our yarn of the week. I'm going to move that out of the way so that I can finish that so that it's ready for when I need to do the video. Okay, so let me check out here, see what else we need to talk about as far as that goes. All right, so we did a video last week having to do with multiples. I called it multiples 2 or 2.0. We did a video a few weeks ago about multiples, and there were still some questions. And so I added another video, and I wrote it out and tried to explain it just a little bit better about multiples. The thing about multiples is not everybody likes math, and math is, I mean, come on. My granddaughter loves math. I hate math. I don't want to use the word hate. Let's not use that word. I strongly dislike math, but I use it every day. But that's why I have, testers who check my math, because I can say 2 plus 4 is 9 all I want to, but it doesn't make 2 plus 4 9, right? So anyway, multiples can be tricky, and on this particular video that I did this last week, I explained multiples, and then I showed you a little cheat that I do sometimes if I don't want to figure out the multiple. And a lot of crocheters will tell me, "Oh, you should not do that. Don't do cheats." But Tina says she loves math. Tina, you are like 1% of the world. You and my granddaughter. Of course, my husband and my son both are excellent at math, so I didn't get that one. So that's not one of my gifts. My gifts is designing, okay? And one thing that's interesting about crochet, okay, this is something I discovered. If you are a clothes designer and people want to make those clothes, like to put in stores and stuff, you don't have to write the design up. All you have to do is do the design. Somebody else designs it, makes patterns. But when it comes to crochet, we design it, we write the pattern, we take the pictures, we do the math. It's a whole different kind of thing there, It's a lot of work, but I love it. I wouldn't change it for anything. Well, I might change the fact that you have to use math, but I mean, come on. Alrighty, now, if you want to know about multiples and you want to know about that little cheat that I do, watch last week's video called Multiples. It's this and that multiples too. Okay, now tomorrow, I have a video I'm working on that it has to do with using the standing double crochet. And do you chain 3? Do you chain 2? How to do that turning chain. And it's just a question I've gotten a lot lately about how to get rid of that hole. When you do a row of double crochets, you end up with a hole sometimes at the end when you turn and chain 3. And so that's what we're going to talk about on tomorrow's video. All right. Oh, that's what Kim says. Math is what's keeping her from coming up with her own patterns. Well, there are a lot of designers. I actually will say this. There are a lot of pattern designers, not a lot, some, who write everything up and then have somebody else do the math. And to me, that's kind of hard because, I don't know, I just think that would just be really hard because they'd really have to get in your head. I just have them check my math. So anyway, yes, the basic yarn is what I would say a step softer than the Just yarn. Like I've got the Just yarn back here. I've got some of the Just yarn and then some of the Just yarn ombre. They're pretty soft. They're softer than Red Heart. I hate to say another company's yarn, but they are. They're softer. The basics is even softer and more luxurious than that. One of the things you're going to find when you buy basics yarn from Premier is it's more like a Red Heart soft. It's smoother over your crochet hook. It works up really nicely. And I just really, even that little swatch that I made, I was like, wow, this is really a nice yarn. And I really liked crocheting with it. So yes, it is quite a bit softer. Okay. Did I miss something about Aiden? I missed it. It must have went by way too fast. Post it again, Aiden. I missed it. That's the thing about this. These things go through so fast. All right. So what else did we do this week? Well, last Friday, we did the basket. And this is my fuzzy Easter basket. And I did it a little bit different because I wanted you to be able to use this pattern for other things. It doesn't have to be just for Easter. I used the leftovers that I had from my pom-pom yarn, the Parfait Pom-Pom Chunky. And I love this. This is one of my favorite yarns now to play with because it's just, I say play with it, because to me yarn is fun, and I still have some left. So, but I ordered all this in. Well, what it is, I was ordering some spring colors for some specific patterns. I forgot to order the pink, and so I just thought, well, whatever, I'm not going to get the pink. And I had a lot of fun with it. But this particular basket, it measures across the bottom about, 6 inches, I think, maybe 8. I can't remember now. And it's about 6 inches tall. So it's a nice size if you want to use it for a bread basket. The only thing I tell you about using a basket like this is make sure you put something inside it. A lot of times I'll put a coffee filter down in the bottom just in case if I want to put bread or candy or something in it that is going to leave, residue or, crumbs or whatever, or even sticky candy. I don't want that inside my basket. But you can also use, just plastic or foil or whatever you want. Just make sure you line the bottom so it doesn't get nasty. Okay, I just love it. It's so pretty. And I used all the colors. I started with white, and I used the yellow, green, orange, and the teal, and finished with the white. And of course, you can do this in the colors that you want to. It's a bulky number 6. You can use any bulky number 6 that you want to. You don't have to use the Parfait, although I'm really partial to it. I love it. Okay, then the other thing we did, and I want to come back over to my other camera here, this week is Monday was our monthly square, and this was the April diamond, and I like to call this a diamond in a square. Maybe I should call it diamond in the rough. And I did it both ways because the truth of the matter is, even though I choose these colors for my squares, you can do your squares in whatever colors that you want to. They do not have to be in the colors that I make them. All right, so let's go through these. This is our April diamond, and then these are the March aquamarine. Then we did the February amethyst, and then we did the January garnet. Now I'm making 2 of each, and it's up to you how many of each you want to make. Okay, it doesn't matter. I'm going to be making 2 of each, and then I'm going to be putting them in a blanket at the end of the year. So you're going to end up with 24 squares. And that's the size that the blanket will be. If you want yours to be bigger, make a whole lot more squares. Okay, and another thing that you can do is if you want it to be bigger, you can make some these are 6-inch squares. You can make some solid 6-inch squares to mix and match with it. It's totally up to you. The thing is here is we're using the birthstone of the month as our inspiration. Okay, it doesn't have to be exactly, what I'm doing. Like this one, we tried to make that look like little hearts. This one we sort of tried to make it look like the 4-leaf clover. And this one, of course, we just did sort of a flower in the middle. It's totally up to you. Now, one of the questions that I got so far is these are kind of open. And that's because the blanket that we're going to do is going to be basically a throw, not a thick, heavy blanket. Okay. Now, the other thing to remember is if you have missed the previous ones, it's okay. They're on YouTube. You can go back and do them later. Or you may have said, oh, I don't really want to do that one. And then you're thinking, oh, yeah, maybe I do want to do it. They're there. They're on YouTube. Just go into, I have a playlist that's called, I think it's called Granny Squares, Afghan Squares, something like that. And that's where I'm putting all of these squares as far as where you can find the video. And again, all of my videos that I put out, like that basket and all of these squares, all have a written pattern with pictures and a YouTube video. And the written pattern is always underneath the video. It's usually right towards the top. Some of the older ones I didn't do that to. I put it a little farther down, but I'm trying to remember to put that towards the top so that you can find it. All right. Most of the time when you click on the video, underneath it'll say see more. Now every device is different. Every phone is different. And so you might have an arrow or something, but most of the time you can already see that link underneath there. Okay. So every video that I'm talking about today, every crochet pattern is on my YouTube channel. If you want to find the YouTube channel, when this video is over, underneath you'll see a little circle and it'll say Sara Sach Crochet Designs. Click that circle. It'll take you right over to my main page of my YouTube channel. Okay. And then at the top there's little things that says videos, playlists. Click that playlist and all my playlists will come up. Okay. YouTube's done a pretty good job, in my opinion, of putting things out there to make our experience on YouTube, good, instead of being frustrating where we can't find things. It's all there. And the truth of the matter is, if you can't find it, in that little magnifying glass, I think before I called it something else, I can't remember, but it's a magnifying glass. It's for the search. Just put in there, Sara Sach Crochet Designs, and it'll come up. Okay? Like I said, it's super easy to find your way around YouTube. We just have to know what's out there and what to look for. Okay? And so that's what we did this week. We did the Friday Fun Day basket, the fuzzy Easter basket. I should have just called it a fuzzy basket because you can make this in any colors, like I said, for any occasion. And then our squares. And then we have a video for tomorrow. I already have our video, or I should say our pattern, ready to film on Friday for our Friday Fun Day. It's going to be something different. It's not any more fuzzy stuff because I just had so much fun with that fuzzy yarn. I just loved it. Oh, my watch is telling me that I have sat too long and it's time to get up and walk around. Stupid watch. Anywho, let me look through here and make sure I have covered everything. All right, now I have some fun things and some new patterns for us, and some updated patterns for us for the month of April. The month of April, we start thinking about Mother's Day and Father's Day's coming, and lots of fun things like that. And I've got some things. My brain is always like months ahead. I know I've told you all this, and so yeah, we need more thumbs. Come on, what does that mean? Put some more thumbs in there, people. So, anywho, alrighty. So, I think that's all I've got for us today. It's right at 11 o'clock. I rarely ever get done right at 11. I try to keep this about 30 minutes so I don't take up too much of your time. But it's been going about 10 minutes after. So we're done. I did want to show you one other thing that my grandkids got me for Easter. I should say the grandgirls. It's a little coffee. It's a stuffy. It came with the little rings so you can stick it on your keychain, but I don't carry keys. My car is a push, so I keep the thing in my purse, and then I go through the garage, so I use my my garage door thing. I don't carry keys anymore. Oh well. So thank you for all those wonderful thumbs up. And I hope you had fun today. I hope you laughed a little. And don't worry about the rain. We need the rain, as long as it doesn't storm. Well, I know we were having a conversation about all the rain, but we had some rain last night that was really windy, but I'm okay with that. It's good for the grass and the garden and filling up a lot of places that are dry. So I don't mind the rain. I do mind the storms. All right, so I'm going to leave you with that. And remember, make sure you comment so that you're underneath this video so you're entered in the April giveaway. All right, bye-bye now.